Coventry United this afternoon. Number 1, Declan Duggan. Number 2, Assad Senwagiri. Number 3, Rory O'Boyle. Number 4, the captain, Riley Devoyle. Number 5, Callum Swain. 6, Jake Williams. 7, Sammy Mazatha. Number 8, Mitch Mollison. Number 9, Mason Platts. 10, Jared Bradshaw. And number 11, Hamza Sadiq. So those are your teams ahead of kickoff here at the Riverside Ground. Coventry United all in red. GNG Oadby Town in yellow and green shirts, not unlike those of Brazil, with blue shorts and white socks. And the final away action of the season is underway. Coventry United kicking from right to left. Lamar Parks encased in this near side. Mason Platts looking for a route through and locked it away. A chance to chase, and there's opportunity to whip it in from the right. An early swing of the ball from Jay Bruce. Nothing doing. Easy together for Declan Duggan, who's wearing the number 19 this afternoon in altered blue strip. Andy Baines was charged down by Bradshaw. An opportunity from the start today for Jared Bradshaw. Held his run, was blocked off by Baines. Tyrell Francis lunging in was Hamza Sadiq. He's gone out for a throw for Coventry United. Senwagiri will take a third consecutive start. Or fourth, I should say. Consecutive start for Coventry United for Assad Senwagiri as Devoyle was hacked down in midfield. O'Boyle lofts it up, makes some Platts the target. No back where it came from by Baines. Bandel shrugs Bradshaw aside. Referee says no foul, but United have got it back. Locked it into the box by Mollison and not behind Mazatha. Mazatha will have one. Deflected strike off Tyrell Francis. And now Lamar Parks on the march. Darting down the right, having his arm held by Riley Devoyle. Referee says it's fair game. In by Parks. Cushioned down by the striker. And it pulls a brilliant save from Declan Duggan down to his right. Quick and clean save from the United number 1. And a word between the referee and the assistant. I believe that's something that's been said by one of the players. In fact, no, it's the colours of the training kit, I believe. So the 3 United subs are going for a warm-up, and they're being told that the pink bibs, I think it's the bibs is the problem, being told that they can't wear them. In fact, I think they're being trained down the other side. They're going for a long-range strike, and it's Cucienza trying to test Duggan, but it was less than a test for Coventry United's man Mountain between the sticks. Much changed Coventry United side this evening, the likes of El Haghani and Miles. Not in the starting lineup. Miles is on the bench. Harry Chesterton amongst the subs too. Senwagiri just bubbled away from Hamza Sadiq and out for a goal kick. Going to play through the youngster for a crossing opportunity. Rob Birdie Crow tuned in this evening. Good afternoon, Rob. Smattering of Red and Green Army members here. A very busy time at Coventry United. This is the second of 3 games in 6 days to end the season. Almost like watching Brazil. With Oadby trying to trick their way through. Parks. Justly in position with Rory O'Boyle. Holds Parks off for now. Muscled into touch. Coventry United had the throw. Now cleared by Swain from the throw. Now back into the danger zone by Baines. Allison brings it to feet. Looking to match the run of Sami Mazaffa. Has kept it in on this near side. Having his arm held by Francis, but still going Mazaffa, a determined run. Still going Sami Mazaffa has a go. It was a pretty simple block in the end. Challenged by Rory O'Boyle on Parks, forcing them back into their own turf. Jay Bruce. Parks. Bapinda. Across to Kuchienga. Shrugs aside Hamza Sadiq. Quick into play from GNG Oadby Town. United victorious 4-2 in the first home game of the season back at the Butts Park Arena in August. And that's a free kick for Coventry United as Sadiq is bundled over by Jesper Kuchienga. 20 yards into enemy territory from the right-hand side, Coventry United with their first meaningful opportunity of the first half after a strong start from Oadby. It's a high one by Devoyle. Williams in there. Williams nodded across. Swain should keep it in the corner. Drags it back looking for Sami Mazaffa. Didn't get enough on it in the end. Robbins. Get some help from Parks. Lamar Parks. Bruce. Bandal, the space left for Kuchienga. Couldn't find him. Platts, little trip from behind by Baines. And again, free kick is given on the halfway line. Taken just into United's half of play by Platts. That's a great ball by Devoe, and Sami Mazaffa can get a touch right. Will be one-on-one, flicked it over the goalkeeper, and a delightful way to open proceedings for Coventry United. Sami Mazaffa with a goal of real quality. Keeper caught off his line after a sensational ball from Riley Devoyle. All Mazaffa had to do is bring it down and have a stab at goal. But he decided to be cheeky and flicked it over the Oadby number one. And rightly so, Devoyle gets some plaudits from the goal scorer. That two-man tandem working to full effect. Coventry United lead by 1-0 on 8 minutes. Some late arrivals here at the Riverside ground have missed the opening goal, and what a goal it was. Check the highlights out tomorrow night here on CUTV. Unfortunately, midweek games aren't that easy to hit the same day. Bandel. I'll be looking for a quick reprieve. So McGeary sends a back where they came from. Jared Bradshaw dropping deep, playing in a sort of number 10 role today. Locked the ball over by Riley Devoyle. Again finds Mazaffa, who skips away from the challenger, Bruce. Mollison looking to find Jared Bradshaw. Bradshaw a couple of yards behind that one. And Kodrakaru is able to grasp onto that one. Richmond. Now Francis. Bruce dropping deep. It's with Matt Richmond again. Mandeep Baines. Time to think about his next move. And he probably should have fought again because he has an aimless ball from the back. Gathered easily by Declan Duggan. Williams strolling on unopposed. Bradshaw drops back. Returns to Williams with the best of touches. Puts United under unnecessary pressure with a flick on by Senwagiri. Devoyle back to Williams. And United can breathe easy again. Devoyle. Finds Mollison in the centre circle. Driving away from Bruce. That's a good challenge though by the Oadby number 10, Jay Bruce. If only the ball was there to match. He was looking for Ryan Robbins on the edge of the penalty area, but too much power behind it. Safely back with Duggan. Jake Williams. Platts That's the target, but cut out by Jay Bruce in the centre circle. Bruce gets it back from Bam. Matt Richmond, the centre-back, in the centre circle now for GNG Oadby Town. They're losing by 1-0 to Coventry United in the early stages. Francis switches to play that. Bam! Bam nods it down. Can he get to the ball before it crosses the line for the throw-in? No, he can't. And Senwa Geary, good pressure to force the error. United a slightly altered strip today with red shorts instead of the usual green. So the red and greens are just the reds this afternoon. Or evening, I should say. It's hard to think this is a midweek game, so the sun hasn't even set yet, and we're nearly at 8 o'clock. And so it's the end of the season when midweek games start in the daylight. Another throw-in as it's headed out by Kuchenga from behind Hamza Sadiq. Senwa Geary. Sadiq ducks, and Kuchenga cushions it out again in front of Gary Hardick's technical area. Defeat of Platts from Senwa Geary. Senwa Geary again looking for Hamza Sadiq, and Baines looking to send it back to the goalkeeper. He's under pressure from Sadiq, and an unfortunate stumble from Baines allows Sadiq onto it. Lunged in by Baines. It was a hefty tackle on the teenage attacker, but the referee says it was fair game. Must have got enough of the ball for the officials' liking. And he had to get the ball there, because he certainly got a piece of Sadiq. The throw into the penalty area was aimed towards Bruce, but it bounced away from the number 10 and straight back to Duggan. Great start of Coventry United. 11 minutes gone. They lead by 1-0. Sami Muzaffar with a cheeky opener, chipping it over Kojikaru, the goalkeeper. Chip pass down the right. Rory O'Boyle ensure that the attack from Francis goes no further for now, but it will be a corner for the Poachers. From the right, it's going to be Musa Bam to whip it in towards that far post where Francis is there. First, the header is Swain, over kick by Francis back into the danger zone. Robbins is there, and a bullet header. Ryan Robbins equalises. Just 4 minutes after Oadby fell behind. It's a sloppy goal to concede, but a well-taken header by the big number 16. Questions will be asked why he was allowed so much space in the penalty area from that range. Duggan could do nothing. It's all square at the Riverside ground. Oadby 1, Coventry 1. Back underway, United. I've got work to do again. Trying to pile on the pressure on Oadby. Platts. Handball claims against Francis. Referee says no. Bandau dispossessed, and Mollison, great work. Shrugs off Parks. Swain slips, he plays the ball, and it's returned to sender by Baines. Header on by Williams. Mason Platts trying to get on the end of it, but it's cleared by Oadby. Lamar Parks. Bopinda. Now Baines. Lost it straight into the United penalty area. No one home for the home side. United will play out again with O'Boyle. Mollison quickly closed down. And Mollison barged over by Parks. Referee says it's a fair tackle. Robbins in there, a smart save by Declan Duggan, keeping Oadby out and keeping Robbins from scoring for a second time. Referee saying it's got over the line for the corner. Brilliant save from Duggan, but it could have been worse with the red and greens. Lulling concentration, very close to costing Coventry again. Bam standing over it again. Can Oadby cause mayhem for a second time from a set piece? for Robbins. And it's Williams, better safe than sorry, heading it into touch again. Corner on the opposite side. Only the one professional game to tell you about tonight, that being Leeds against Liverpool. Keep update with the latest goings on there. Kuchienga's delivery. Again, Jake Williams doing well to divert it away. It stays in play this time. Kuchienga tracks back under pressure from Bradshaw. Skips away from the number 10, dinks it in. And again, no yellow shirts in the vicinity of where the ball landed. Time for a goal kick for Coventry United. 15 minutes gone at the Riverside ground. Plenty of action so far. GNG Oadby Town 1, Coventry United 1. Red Wings taking the lead through Sammy Mazaffa before Ryan Robbins equalising with a close-range header. Jay Bruce. And the offside flag raised against Ryan Robbins, who was interfering with play when Bruce nodded it towards him. Didn't receive the ball, but it was enough for the referee to call for the free kick. Final action of the season coming up on Wednesday night at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United versus Newport Pagnell Town. Oadby actually beat Newport on Saturday in a 3-2 victory. 2 late goals from Suleiman Nassar. The difference between the two sides as Parks runs it out in front of the CUTV camera for a throw. It's taken by O'Boyle to Swain across his own penalty area. Dangerous ball, but it's a successful one to Jake Williams. Low ball flicked on by Bandow. Reached Platts, who flicked it on to Mazaffa. Cross blocked by Francis. Mazaffa looking again. This time it's Richmond getting first to it and lost it straight into touch. Coventry United throw in at 10 yards into Oadby territory. They're trying to imprint their game plan on Oadby again. There's the throw from O'Boyle. Platts, surrounded by yellow shirts, needs some help and doesn't get it. Challenge from behind by Richmond, allows Parts to snatch it away in front. Into the centre with Bruce, Baines, Jesper Kuchienga. Turning away from young Hamza Sadiq. Sadiq's been all the way. He's got enough legs on him to find Musa Bam. Lofted towards the goal scorer Robbins, but good work from Swain to deny him an opportunity. Robbins. Oh, tried to be cheeky with the back heel. Only looks clever if you make it work. And it didn't that time. It rolls over the line as he intended to find Cayman Bandow. Mollison in anchoring midfield. Lost it down the right. Sadiq won't give up on it, but it may be a task too far, and it is. Rolls it out for the goal kick. It trickled down the right-hand side. United, as we said, with 6 players out due to injuries or simply not being available. A much changed side, a chance for these young lads to prove they deserve a spot in the United team next year. Bradshaw will surely be involved in the United squad next term, looking for a cross turned away as far as Hamza Sadiq. Sadiq in again, and once more it's Baines, this time with a more emphatic clearance. And that ball is going to have to be fetched by someone. It's gone an awful long way out of touch. For now, we're going to need another match ball. Or are we? In fact, no, one of the Oadby subs has very kindly gone to collect it. And United will have the opportunity to level the penalty area on the right-hand side in the hands of Assad Senwagiri. It's Bradshaw. Brought down from behind. Free kick, Coventry United. Senwagiri put it into the danger zone. But the free kick's probably the better option. As it looked like it was landing to the feet of Baines. United pushing the bigger players up and keeping the smaller ones back. So it's Senwagiri and O'Boyle staying around that centre circle, around the midfield point of the Riverside ground. Devoyle Got United running with a perfect ball to Mazaffa. Can he get another assist here? And it was onto the head of Jake Williams. Couldn't get the required contact. Back in by Hamza Sadiq. Nodded up. And again by Callum Swain. And it's an awkward one for the goalkeeper, but he has brought it down in a sea of bodies. Sorin Kojikaru able to keep it at 1-1. There's going to be a break in play here. As I believe one of the Oadby players is breaking fast. And Coventry United as well, Hamza Sadiq doing the same. For those who don't know, those who follow the tradition of Ramadan aren't able to eat or drink during daylight hours. Sun's just about dipped beyond the horizon now, so I think the young lads can get away with it. Taking on fluids and sustenance to get some energy up. Can't be easy playing a game of football after not eating all day. So a couple of minutes break just to allow the players to take on the necessary nourishment. I must say, for anyone not eating during the daylight hours, they've got a lot more willpower than I have. So drop ball. Kojikaru gets us underway again. Richmond sticks his laces through that one. Looking for Robbins up there. Mitch Morrison comes away with it. And it's diverted out of Bandel, sticking a foot in. You know, we're throw just running the CUTV camera, coming to the halfway point of the first half of the Riverside ground. A kick up by Platt, an overhead kick looking for Sammy Mazaffa, but it's Tyrell Francis. Can't find a yellow shirt though. Mitch Mollison, he was preoccupied with Bandal, and Bupinda snuck in and snatched it. Riley O'Boyle trying to prevent Parks from making inroads down the right-hand side. Lamar Parks shepherded towards the right-hand side, covered up by Devoyle and Mollison. And he couldn't beat both of them. Has it been kept on the line? Yes, it has. Great work by Devoyle, and the clearance deflected out off Musa Bam for a Coventry United throw. Level with their own box, but they've got possession. Swiftly cleared by Swain. Bradshaw finds Rory O'Boyle starting at left back. I think he was looking for the run of Mason Platt, but a tad too powerful for the diminutive number 9. Kojikaru throws that to Richmond at centre-back, looking for an option down the right-hand side, and that option is Parks. Beats O'Boyle to the header. Robbins knew he was offside, didn't interfere, so United press on. Bradshaw flicks it onto Sadiq, leaving Bupinda from behind. I was looking for Mason Platt, but blocked by Matt Richmond, but United aren't going to give up that easily. Not the best of balls from Ronnie Devoyle. Collected by Bam. Oh, good bounce for Swain. And Robbins shrugging past Rory O'Boyle, and has Robbins kicked that one in? He has just about, but Swain getting stuck in. Little push on Callum Swain. Throw into Oadby. Good little battle going on there. That's a Coventry United throw. Well, the flag had been turned to the right there, but it wasn't. It was the left. Throw into his own penalty area by O'Boyle to Jake Williams. Started as one of the younger players in the Coventry United team, is ending it as one of the more experienced. So going for an option, but Baines receives. Only as far as Jake Williams. Either side maintaining possession particularly well at this stage of the game. Kuchienga steps past Mollison, halts his run. Now being caught from behind by Bradshaw. Collision between Kuchienga and Hamza Sadiq, given in favour of Oadby. towards the left corner of the penalty area. 25 minutes gone at the Riverside Ground. Oadby 1, Coventry 1. United taking the lead on 7 minutes, but quickly pegged back into 12 minutes. Duggan instructing his wall, which will be made up of Mollison and Sadiq. As Musa Bam will put it into the danger zone, flashes across the face of goal. Oh, what a brilliant save that was! As Tyrell Francis looked to flash it past the goalkeeper up the far post. Duggan is having a good day in goal. Only made several vital stops. He may be needed again. Right now, Coventry look a little bit fragile. Sadiq leaping past Kuchienga. Couldn't take the ball with him though, and it's Baines down the left, deep into United territory, and Duggan will let that one roll harmlessly over the line for a goal kick as Bam ran in vain towards it. Duggan takes a quick one, a short one to Callum Swain. Available again after that red card against Newport Pagnell Town. Mollison, Swain, Platt is the target. It's not back where it came from by Baines. Little push on Bradshaw there. Referee says no, Bradshaw's not been getting the rub of the green from the official today. Francis and Platt is going to pressure Baines back to the goalkeeper. Is he? No, Baines turns away from the United number 9, and Platt saying, where's the support? Where's the pressure? Long ball from Baines, Bam's offside. Flag raised and a free kick for Coventry United will follow. It's kicked off in the last 5 minutes or so. It's a game between Leeds and Liverpool at Ellen Road. It's still 0-0 there as United's ball on the right-hand side drifts out for a throw deep into Oadby territory. Not the best of deliveries, it must be said. Robbins a target. Robbins keeps it in with the header. Bandau. Charged down by Bradshaw, but the seconds will fall to Robbins. Parks the target in the middle. Cleared by O'Boyle, but Francis will look for Lamar Parks once more. Boyle is with him. Can't prevent the ball to Francis. And a volley into safety by Callum Swain. We're going to need another match ball as Oadby want to get this throw-in taken. Taken quickly by Francis. Parks going to return to Francis. Snapped away by O'Boyle, but Bandel will try one. Scoops it over the woodwork. Back underway with Jake Williams striding away from his own backyard. Platt's dropping a little bit deeper to get involved in the action. He has been a little isolated today. Tried to turn away from Jay Bruce. Tripped in the process. Free kick United. One of the softer free kicks we've seen today. Williams. Oh, it's not the best of balls. Onto the head of Matt Richmond, but they may get a second crack at it. Mollison looking for Jared Bradshaw. It's Bandau this time, first of the seconds. Lofted up for Platts. Dinks it into the area. Baines going to let it go back to the goalkeeper before he was under pressure. Finds Kuchienga. Loved up by the right back. Ryan Robbins. Bandau. Overlapping run being made. Robbins has pulled up. Is it injury related? He's feeling his hamstring a bit. That could be an awkward one for Oadby as Robbins is still not moving freely. Mazaffa looking to pick out Platts on the edge of the area, but Baines with the interception. His clearance onto the head to Voyle. Parks brings it down for Oadby. And Robbins has gone down. He's going to need some assistance here, but as it isn't a head injury, the referee doesn't have to stop him where he does now as Hamza Sadiq has been pushed down in the area by Bandown. A substitution already being prepared. Quite clear that the goal scorer, Ryan Robbins, cannot continue. So the United players having a quick drink. Substitution is about to be confirmed. It's number 14 on the board. That's Blake Bolter. And he'll be replacing number 16, Ryan Robbins. Well, it's a shame for the game to end like that for Robbins. It could well be the end of his season. Of course, the season for many clubs ending on Saturday. For United, it ends on Wednesday. Penultimate match of the season here on CUTV. Into the area by Devoyle, Sadiq. Bradshaw the target, but again it's Baines too, doing very well at centre-back. Now Bandow takes it on. Bolter making himself available, but is surely straight offside. The flag stayed down for a moment, but just as Duggan was able to grasp the ball, the flag is raised. United will continue with Devoyle. Bradshaw, dragged down by Aiton Bupinda. Oh, and what's happened there on the far side of the field? Looks like a bit of afters. As Bradshaw was on the ground, felt something from one of the Oadby players. Couldn't tell you from here what it was. A few jeers from the Oadby substitutes and management. Again, difficult to tell from this vantage point what happened. No further punishment. And Devoyle will steady himself for another delivery. United again only keeping O'Boyle and Senwagiri back. Parks and Bolter up for Oadby. Everyone else in and around that penalty area. In by Devoyle. Towering header by Bandow. And the job finished by Bubinda. Blasting it away from Mitch Mollison. 32 minutes gone at the Riverside ground. It's Oadby 1, Coventry 1. Throw to the feet of Devoyle. It's a neat ball to Bradshaw. Looking for the switch back to Mason Platter. Platter already raced past the ball. Bradshaw does very well, working hard to wrestle it back. Sadiq takes advantage of a header up by Kuchienga. Cross charge down, Sadiq trying to maintain possession. Down the right he goes. Gets a tame cross away, cleared by Baines as far as Devoyle. Along the right touchline, Senwagiri. Back with Devoyle. First time cross. Swung clear by Matt Richmond. Bolter. Now Musa Bam takes it too close to Williams, who trying to be a bit too cheeky about it, but the deflection had enough power on it to keep United in the game. Sadiq back heel onto Senwagiri. Senwagiri's delivery deflected out off the Oadby number 5, Mandeep Baines. Corner kick, Coventry United. As we're into the last 10 minutes of the first half. We're going off there for around 10 minutes at half time for a quick drinks break. So join us for the second half at 8:45. Devoyle's delivery. Over Mollison, but a first time effort by Sami Mazaffa. This time he had a fair few more bodies in the way. Cannons off one of them. Devoyle was looking for another cross, but it's blocked off by Bolter. Throw to Bradshaw. Couldn't get the through ball away. Mollison. Oadby not allowing United much room in the midfield, and it's stifling the Red and Green's play. Callum Swain with a slide challenge, didn't get the ball. It actually came off the heel of Francis, but the slide actually caused it to flick off Francis. Time for a throw on this near side, quickly taken. Lamar Parks. United stacking back, they don't want to concede again. Bam. Beating Senwagiri at pace, not many men can do that. Great run by Bam, tries to square it. Got the better of Duggan, but not Callum Swain. Launch into relative safety. Jesper Kuchienga still going. And Kuchienga forces another save from Duggan, stings the gloves of the United #1. But at the other end, Mazaffa racing down the left. He's got Platz up there with him. Mazaffa, he took a little bit too much time in deciding what to do next. Caught in possession by Bandel. And Parks. Morrison asking, how did he get the ball? They'll be asking, how didn't I find a teammate? Well, that one tried to switch the play, brought to feet without any real difficulties by Assad Senwagiri. Williams drives it through. Bradshaw's the target, and as far as Bupinda, Senwagiri shields it into touch from Bolter. Throwing taken 1-2 between Senwagiri and Devoyle. Senwagiri looking for Devoyle. Should have gone with the easier ball to Mollison. As Devoyle was squeezed out. But again, aimless play down the left from Oadby. And United are going to make a substitution here. Carl Dunham was saying on the way here, he's not going to be afraid to make early changes. If the Red and Greens aren't doing what he wants them to do. Well, it's not happening just yet. But it looks like, is that Adam Miles getting ready? Indeed it is. Adam Miles is going to come on. Well, Miles has played 2 games in 2 days. He's got another one tomorrow. We were led to believe that he wasn't going to be used unless absolutely necessary. But clearly Nolan feels that the points are important enough. It's been all Oadby for the last 10 minutes or so. Parks wrestling for position with O'Boyle. Skipped away from one challenge, but dragging back on the shoulder of Mitch Monson to try and get the better of the second United player. Referee didn't like the look of that. That's going to be a free kick to Coventry United, and now United are going to make their first change. They know Miles has sat down again. Swain. Mazaffa beaten mid-air by Francis, who will be first the seconds. Bruce nods it back to Baines. Half volley clearance. Senwagiri's up for it with Bam. Awkward bounce for Bam. A neat footwork to create some separation from Mollison. Through the centre circle he goes, takes it too close to Ronnie Devoyle. Thought about the lunge in. And now comes away with it. Bupinda tries to clear. No, Devoyle should have got a free kick there for a little nick on the boot of Bradshaw. Referee says no. Kuchienga racing down the left. It's a great side challenge from Jake Williams, who prevents Oadby making inroads from the left. Bupinda. Floating ball brought down by Devoyle. Mason Platz was a couple of yards behind that ball, and again it's Baines getting their first lunge in by Devoyle. Didn't take the ball, but did take the man. Free kick, 15 yards into United territory towards the left-hand side of the pitch. Well, the majority of the action coming in the opening 15 minutes here at the Riverside ground. Since then, it's been a battle of wills between the two sides. Taking short to Kuchienga from Bam. Drilled towards the penalty area. Wilson couldn't get the clearance away. And Duggan sticking his left arm out again and furious with his United teammates. Unnecessary work for Duggan to do. Important work nonetheless, and certainly pulled that work off very well. From the resulting corner. And United, they got a free kick there, or is it going to be retaken? Sadiq's gone down, holding his face. In fact, no, Sammy Mazaffa has gone down, apologies. Mazaffa scored the first goal of the afternoon. In the 7th minute, a little lob over the Oadby goalkeeper. No malice there intended towards Mazaffa, and we're back underway After that short stoppage, curls all the way out from Musa Bam. And now Rory O'Boyle has hit the deck. Could be another stoppage. Reminder of the Coventry United substitutes. For you now on the bench for Coventry United: Alan Miles, Ash Narwell, Harry Chesterton, Charlie Morgan and Finley Knoll. Reminder, our final match of the United County League season coming up on Wednesday. It's 2 nights away. At the Butts Park Arena under the lights against Newport Pagnell Town. What a season it's been. It started with the club just trying to survive, with no players signed on before the first 4 or 5 days of the season. Manager Ivor Lawton resigned due to personal reasons after the first match. And it's taken the hard work, the dedication, the resolve, the tenacity of everyone at the club to not only keep Coventry United going, but to push the club towards where they used to be. United, of course, finished 8th last season, albeit after a much more emphatic start with a much bigger wage budget under a different owner. Towards the end of the year, there was a Coventry United team made up of teenagers playing for free. This year, the players are being played, not by much. And they're putting in a job every single week, and they've got the club to a guaranteed top half finish. When you offered the Coventry United at the start of the season, they would have ripped your hand off. So some will look at previous seasons of Coventry United and say you shouldn't be happy with 8th place. Those who know the situation that United have been in over the last 12 months or so will be absolutely delighted with it. And I must say it's been, again, one of the more difficult seasons of my career with Coventry United, as certainly last year was. It hasn't been anywhere near as difficult as last year, but it's been an absolute pleasure to cover these games. Once again, thank you for allowing us into your living rooms or wherever you are, watching the highlights, listening to the commentary, the interviews, anything. Any way you've supported CUTV this season, thank you. And we'll be back again next year. And we're back underway here. Rory O'Boyle, I'm glad to say, is still able to play. DeFoyle, we're going to float it over Francis. Francis gets there ahead of Mazaffa, but the second's collected by Mazaffa after a heavy first touch. Bradshaw to Platts. Look for the through ball to Rory O'Boyle. The block made by Bupinder. Launched upfield by Bam. Duggan thinks about coming to claim it, but the bounce will take it back to him anyway. Bolter was hoping that the bounce would fall kindly for him. It didn't. Referee has to duck there as Callum Swain looked for an option on the right. Richmond beats Platts to the punch. Bolter heads it back into the midfield where Mazaffa collects. Switches the play, an awkward landing for Kuchiana, landing in the back of Hamza Sadiq. He stays down, United continue. Selmagiri in, looking for Jared Bradshaw. Cleared by Richmond, and now play is into the midfield. Oadby want United to stop. Well, Mollison took the ball over the line anyway, I think. And play has been halted to allow Jesper Kuchienga to get back to his feet and maybe receive some treatment. Wait to see. Kuchienga is vertical again. There was an awkward landing there, leapt up, and as Sadiq was bending over, Kuchienga landed on his back and then on the floor. It was a heavy landing. Bone jarring for the number 2, but it looks like he is able to continue. To the last minute of normal time, it's still 1-1 between GNG Oadby Town and Coventry United, the final away game of the season for Carl Nolan's side. Sadiq trying to scramble away from Kuchienga. He's got to the seconds. Launches it into the penalty area, headed away by Francis, but Bradshaw keeps United in the game for United. Bradshaw. Callum Swain, usually a right back, but playing in the centre tonight. DeVoyle. Deft touch through to Mollison. We wanted Sadiq to find it. Oadby, I'm going to press on once more. Maybe the final opportunity of the first half where the best of the action happened in the first 15 minutes. Parks urged to drive on. Lamar Parks on the right side of the box now, looking for a route in. Lunge in by Swain, great defending. Callum Swain making an impression. And another match ball is going to be required. Surely the final move of the first half. 2 minutes into added time. Musa Bam. Powerful punt into the area. Bruce tried to nod it down. I think he got a touch on the way through by Rory O'Ball. And after 2 minutes of added time, the referee calls a halt to proceedings. Half-time score here on CUTV. GNG Oadby Town 1, Coventry United 1. We'll be back in around 10 minutes here on CUTV for the second half. Second half just about to start here on Coventry United TV. Two half-time substitutions to bring you Coventry United. They're brought off Mitch Mollison and Jake Williams, and entering the field Adam Miles and Ash Narwell. Half-time score at 1-1, an early corner for Coventry United. The ball whipped in from the right-hand side. Baines taking no prisoners with that header. Didn't want to leave Oadby in a difficult position. An early opportunity from the right for the red and greens. Adam Miles looking to make an instant impact after coming off the bench. It bounces through the penalty area, no one home. Goal kick to Oadby. Just a reminder of those substitutions. If you're just joining us here on CUTV, Jake Williams replaced by Adam Miles at centre back. In central midfield, Ash Narwell comes on for Mitch Mollison. And if you weren't here in the first half, Oadby already made their first change, with Ryan Robbins replaced due to an apparent hamstring injury, and he was replaced by Blake Bolton. Battling at the back and they've managed to push on. Deft touch by Platts. That's a lovely return ball for Bradshaw, but the flag is up against the United number 9, but maybe a sign of intent from the red and greens. They were a little bit sheepish in heading forward in the first half, well, only opening 5 minutes anyway, but as the game went on, it was Oadby who had the better of the chances, pulling off some brilliant saves from Declan Duggan in goal for Coventry United. Adam Miles from the bench. And Sadiq putting his head in a dangerous position as Baines up to swipe it clear. And that's allowed the ball to bounce over the line for a Coventry United throw about 5 yards into enemy territory, which will be taken by Assad Senwagiri. No back right came from by Bam. Bruce trips into the challenge of Riley Devoyle. The seconds will fall for Senwagiri. Sending Hamza on the run down the right-hand side. And it's shepherded into touches it by Baines. Yes, it is. And an Oadby throw right in the corner. They've got to get it right. They lose it here, they're in a whole world of trouble. Long run up from Kuchenga. Bounces over Bruce. Another run by Bandal. Bolter. Long ball looking for Parks. Cushioned header by Rory O'Boyle. He was looking for a holding midfielder there, but has to try and get to the seconds ball down the right hand side. Cut out by Devoyle. Back to the goalkeeper, and Duggan ends that chapter with a great ball from the back. But Oadby are not done. In vain down the right, but over the line O'Boyle ensuring that it crossed. Bradshaw found. Well, long ball from the United back line. Mazaffa was dragged back, and the referee gives the free kick against Bupinda. Platts the target down the left, and it drifts over the line. Again, good idea from United, just need to get the execution right. We expected to be a busy summer in terms of training for Coventry United, but I'm talking to Carl Nolan. A lot of these players will be staying on next year if they can get the deals right. Nolan feels that he has a strong nucleus of a team. 1, 2, maybe 3 alterations. Could see United pushing for the playoffs next year, as we said a few times, teams from 2nd to 5th will go into a playoff for the 2nd promotion place next season. So United only have to come in the top 5 to have a chance of going up. And with Coventry Spinks more than likely going up, Rugby with an opportunity to do so too. There's 2 big teams out of the running for next year. Assad Senwagiri. Kuchenga blocks his path. Crossman in towards Mason Platts. Flicks it back towards Ash Narwell, he's got there ahead of Bruce. Senwagiri ducking in. Great run by Senwagiri. Flashes across the face of goal via a deflection. Shot or cross, it doesn't really matter. United have got the corner. Devore looking for a quick one. Takes it short to Narwell. Devore wants it back. With a little less space than he would have hoped for. Nodded out by Bupinder. Mazaffa drills it. Well off target in the end. 5 minutes of the second half have gone. GNG Oadby Town 1, Coventry United 1. Struggling from the back is Baines. Oh, did fall to Mazaffa but couldn't bring it to feet. Now it's Bolter. United track back. Blake Bolter. Jay Bruce looking for Jenga, I believe, on the right-hand side, but it's lofted out. Callum Swain playing as a makeshift centre-back today, doing well. But United deciding to keep him on rather than Jake Williams, who was a more, I wouldn't say experienced centre-back, but it's a more natural position for him. Baines going on a mad run through the midfield. Brought down by Bolter. Overlapping run being made by Bandal. But Mazaffa sticks a foot in there and launches it up to Bradshaw. Mazaffa taken out on the slide. Brilliant tackle by Bupinder. For a throw on that far side. Final away action of the season for Coventry United. What season it's been started on the 30th of July against Milton Keynes Irish. One and only game under previous manager Ivor Lawton this season. That ended 1-0, a goal from Riley Kesey, who left the club about a month later. That's a poor ball from the back. Platt's the target, but Platt's biggest problem with Mason Platt this season is he has been rather isolated. When he gets the ball, he can do special things with it, but Coventry have struggled to bring him into the game at times. Thumped up by Richmond. Swain looking to shield it back to the goalkeeper, but Adam Miles turns it away. United under pressure. Francis loses out to Narwhal, a second half substitute for Coventry United. Back with Duggan, probably man of the match so far, with some crucial saves. The ball caught Adam Miles unawares. Steaming in was Musa Bam. Only taken over the line for a goal kick. A nervy moment for Coventry United as the floodlights have well and truly taken over from the natural light. Narwhal keeps Bandal at bay. Miles leaves Musa Bam behind. Sadiq Ursha take on Kushenga and does, but a heavy touch by Mason Platt on the edge of the area, takes it straight out for a goal kick. Promising move for Coventry United. And United have 3 subs left that they can make. Harry Chesterton, Charlie Morgan and Finley Knoll. We have 4 subs left. After making the first of them midway through the first half, Ryan Robbins replaced due to a hamstring injury. Down the centre of the park. Baines nods across to this near side. Kushienga will try and keep it in, and he's not able to do so. Takes the ball with him as Sadiq wants to take a quick throw. Bradshaw. So we're going to need to get in his way there. Has to play it back to Narwhal. Swain's ball was an awkward one for Rory O'Boyle, but United have been saved with a handball on the number 8 Bandal. 10 yards into Oadby territory towards the left side. O'Boyle's going to stick it into the danger zone. Only Devoyle staying back with him. Miles is in there. Good strong header away by Baines. Kept alive by Narwell. A little drag from behind was enough to take him off the ball. And now Bolter. Parks picks it up on the right. Jockeying for position with Rory O'Boyle. Great run from Parks. Looking for an option and deflected across the face of goal. Picked up by Senwagiri at the far post. Now Sadiq shielding from Kushienga. Down the left it goes, and Sadiq makes the block in the attempted clearance. Bradshaw's looking to make the run rather than help Sadiq keep it. Sadiq's onside. As Nawa was thinking about playing the long ball to the right, but decides to go left with Sami Mazafo, who scored the opening goal of the game. Mason Platt stumbles as he tries to bring it to ground. It's been a frustrating afternoon for Mason Platt. Jared Bradshaw. Now Ash Narwell. Sadiq will try and keep it as it rolls across him and out for a throw on this near side. United having some good ideas, but can't keep the ball within the confines of the park, it seems. Just over half an hour to go. Still Oadby 1, Coventry 1. Kushienga. Put in the air by Senwagiri. Now Platts. Let's see what he can do with the ball with his feet. Senwagiri and Platts run into each other. And bam! Just stream down the left, now into the centre. Offside calls against Bolter. Referee says no. He would have been clean through there, but had to play it behind. Misplaced pass in the midfield, and Bradshaw shoved over from behind. And furious appeals from GNG Oadby Town's number 8 Cayman Bandau towards the referee, feeling that one of his teammates was fouled. The United management team discussing their next move. Looks like Charlie Morgan going for a warm-up for Coventry United. No immediate changes for the red and greens, who incidentally are all in red today. The green shorts and socks just too similar to the blue shorts of Oadby. But there's bad news for Oadby as their goalkeeper, Sorin Kojikaru, is currently receiving treatment. I don't believe Oadby have a backup on the bench. Looks like he was getting treatment on the ankle. Will he be able to continue? That's the big question. It looks like he will. And of course, goalkeepers are immune from the law which says if you receive treatment from the physio on the pitch, you have to leave the field. Different rules if you've got those big padded gloves on. So free kick Coventry United. On the edge of the centre circle in the United half, Ronnie Devoyle to take. Almost seems to be fitting into a defensive role in this second half. More defensive role, that is. He's been playing in anchoring midfield, now also almost as a makeshift centre-back. Adam Miles pushing further up. Devoyle. Miles is in there. Who got the final touch? It's going to be a corner. Bandau heading it behind. And of course, there's only one man who United are going to look for in this situation, and he's in and around that penalty area. Adam Miles. Delivery in. Miles going for it. Gets the header towards the net. And it's not with his usual power and precision. Kojikaru brings it to a safe halt. Rolled out to Baines. Knows he has to move with Platts lurking around. Ball deflected at the back of Devoy, but just found Bolter. Musa Bam. Now Jay Bruce. Bupinder, the holding midfielder. Bam on the left. He's beaten Sadiq on the line. Senwagiri trying to track back to help out his young teammate. Senwagiri's clearance charged down. Now Jay Bruce. Crucial header away by Callum Swain, but brought down by Bando. Oh, what a hit! As well, he might celebrate. Cayman Bandal sending his strike soaring into the top corner. Duggan's been on top form today, but he could have 10 goalkeepers in goal. He was not going to be stopping that one. An absolute rocket from the foot of Cayman Bandal, and GNG Oadby Town lead by 2-1. A change coming on for Coventry United. Hamza Sadiq leaving the field. And we believe that's Harry Chesterton that's coming on. So Chesterton in a more attacking role than we're used to seeing him in. Usually plays at left back. It looks like he's going to be playing on the right of a front three. So Sadiq off and Chesterton on for the final half an hour of play. GNG Oadby Town taking, in honestly, a deserved lead after a scintillating finish. Let's see what the Red and Greens have got in their locker. They're used to late comebacks, especially over the last couple of weeks. They tried to do so again on Saturday as they found themselves 2-0 down, scored in the 93rd minute, but it was just a bit too much that day. They've got a bit more time to utilise this time as Platts was looking to find Sammy Muzaffar down the left-hand side, but Richmond plays it safe and launches it into touch, allowing his teammates to track back. Oadby preparing some changes. Mason Platts. I don't think he was looking for goal there, but it's nearly caught Kajikaru out. He doesn't seem to be moving that freely, he's still feeling that ankle. Going out to Bates. Back the target down the left-hand side. No barricade by Senwagiri and Bruce. Can't find the teammate with his headed pass. And for a throw, Senwagiri will take. That's at Senwagiri. Nodded on by Chesterton. Mason Platts. Back here to Chesterton. Takes it too close to Bandal. Bam. Plays the 1-2. And Ash Narwhal taps it out on this near side to allow his teammates to track back. Substitution coming up for GNG Oadby Town. Leaving the field is going to be number 6, that's Aiton Bupinder. And I believe that was the number 15 on the board, that would be Lotteridge Matera. Short throw taken by Chiesa. Richmond. Cushion now for Matera. Now it's with Lamar Parks. United not satisfied with their second half performance. O'Boyle runs into the path of Tyrell Francis. Bruce. Oadby with the lead now, they're going to look to keep it. Baines. Possession well held by GNG Oadby Town. Bandal. Baines. Lobbed on into the midfield. Bandal. Sliding on Miles and Narwhal punted out on this near side for an Oadby throw. And United's fourth change of the evening is forthcoming. United wanted to make a sub. Oadby decided to play on. It could be their detriment as Bradshaw makes the block. It's across the Baines from Richmond. Kuchenga. And Gary Cheston dragged down. Oh, it's on the win the ball. It's over there by Kuchenga. They're going to make that change now. No, they're not. It can only be Charlie Morgan or Finley Knoll. Let's see who it will be. For now, DeVoyle will try and get United level again. Floated in. Oh, good one for the goalkeeper. Brings it down well. Collects in the centre circle. Loses out cheaply to Lamar Parks. A third goal could kill it. But it's the heel of Bolter. But Bolter subbed it across. And now surely, oh no, a brilliant save by Duggan. But I think Parks has subbed it on the line. Was it stopped by the Oadby player? Was it the United man? I'm not sure, but either way, the effort from Bam somehow didn't cross the line. Declan Duggan keeping Oadby from scoring the first effort. I'm not sure whether it was at United or an Oadby man who stopped the second effort from Bam from crossing, but either way, somehow it's still 2-1 to Oadby. Kuchenga. Now Bam going to trick his way through Senwagiri. This is a brilliant bit of work from Musa. Bam still going, looking to match his teammate Bandal in the goals department. It would have certainly been up there if he'd hit the back of the net, but it curled to the right. And here comes the change now for Coventry United. It's the end of the evening for Sammy Mazaffa. And the start for Finley Knoll. Last time we played for Coventry United was in that dismal Birmingham Senior Cup defeat against Tividale. His goal's the only highlight. Away, United with one change left. They can make that being Charlie Morgan, who should be making an appearance later. Followed across by Adam Miles. The danger lurking again from Oadby. We're over halfway through the second half, and it's not been a second half to savour for the travelling red and greens. They found success in their travels this season, but it's not been a successful trip tonight. Still time to change that. Boyle nods down the attempted crossfield ball from Oadby. Clearance on a back right came from by Baines. Flicked on by Bruce. The flag stays down against Parks. But it's the chest of O'Boyle who takes it away. Senwagiri is clearance only as far as the chest of Bruce. Now Bolter looking to catch Duggan off his line, but wide of the near post. Change coming up for GNG Oadby Town. 12 on the board, that would be Rian Patel. Here comes the change now for the hosts. Here's Patel coming on, and it's Musa Bam heading off the field, and Bam is taking every second that he can here. He could have left the pitch at this near side about 5 yards away, but instead he's heading over to the far right-hand corner where the tunnel is. I hope it's being added on. I must say that's taken a fair few seconds more than it would have done if he'd left the field where he was asked to. They're trying to gee themselves up for a final assault on Oadby with 20 minutes to go. They're losing by 2 goals to 1. to decide who, until Saturday, could still have been relegated. And Charlie Morgan is getting ready. It's Jared Bradshaw leaving the field. So Jared Bradshaw off, Charlie Morgan on. Morgan's second Coventry United appearance. Officially the club's youngest ever player. Made his debut as Desborough a couple of weeks ago as a substitute. Throwing United in front of the GNG technical area, but a scuffed pass by O'Boyle out on that far side. Coventry trying to speed up play. The throw immediately tapped out again, this time by Finley Knoll. And Oadby, as you would expect, are in no hurry to get the game underway again. Off the chest of a ball, and another throw, this time a good 20 yards further upfield. Parks. Covered off by Knoll and O'Boyle. Bruce calling for it in the midfield, but United will come away with it. Knoll. It was flicked up and nodded away by yellow shirt. Bandal, scorer of that beautiful goal, which puts Oadby in front. Hopeful ball low into the penalty area, too close to Duggan. Declan Duggan, some serious power on that clearance, and in fact it's too much power. Mason Platts was the target, and Platts giving Kajikura the ball, which may actually help the goalkeeper, who clearly still isn't over that injury. Platts challenging Bandal all the way. Sorry, Baines, I should say. Baines has found Bolter, looking to float it over for Matera, and straight to Duggan, and now Coventry again on the counter. Rory O'Boyle deflects through towards Finley Knoll. Knoll held off, allowing Tyrell Francis to bring it back for the home side. Somehow Park just managed to maintain possession. Not for long though, poor pass. Only as far as O'Boyle. Offside flag raised against Mason Platts. He didn't receive the ball anyway, but was interfering with play. Richmond receives from the free kick. O'Boyle's header. It's been a poor second half of Coventry United, it really has. Back with Duggan and nearly caught in possession by Bolter. Gets it away just in time to Adam Miles. Headed on by Sam McGeary. Now Miles. Chesterton racing down the right. Can he get there in time? No. Baines runs across it and allows Kajikura to get back to it. Calming things down, the big man between the sticks. Two colossal goalkeepers in action tonight. And it is the Oadby man who's conceded less, but arguably it's Duggan who's played better. Duggan up there for the CUTV Man of the Match Award. Let us know who you think it should be in the YouTube comment section or on Twitter at Coventry United. Again, looking for a ball over the back line, this time to Chesterton. It was a similar ball to that which saw United take the lead in the 7th minute. Since then, Oadby have marginally found their way back into this game. Free kick. Well, it was going to be given to Coventry United, but they've used advantage and lost advantage. Parks. The ball swapping across to make the challenge. Miles lobs it left for Platts. Uses that aerial duel, and Richmond slows it down. Chesterton, his head on the clearance. Devoyle taking out in the process, but has found Harry Chesterton. Morgan. Devoyle taken out, a lunge in by Bruce, who feels he got the ball. He He did get a part of the ball, but I think he got Devoyle first. Yellow card for the Oadby number 10. Coventry United with a rare second half opportunity. Started strong in the first couple of minutes, but since then it's been all Oadby. Devoyle urged to have a go. He would be up there with goal of the season if he finds the net. But with the position United find themselves in, why not? Cheston also waiting on the right of the wall. But I think Devoyle fancies it. Here's Kuchikura up to the job. Doesn't matter if he wouldn't have been. It's off target by quite a way. Kind of sums up the night. Into the last 15 minutes. GNG Oadby Town 2, Coventry United 1. Oadby are no slouches. They may be in the lower echelons of the table. They did beat Newport Pagnell with a fully stocked team on Saturday. That 3-2 victory, sealing their safety. Kuchienza. Flag stays down as Parks looks to get on the end of it. Sorry, Matera, I should say. But the flag is now raised. Quick free kick, short quick free kick taken by Rory O'Boyle. Morgan. Played it across Riley Devoyle, but luckily Sam McGeary is there to collect just before it rolls out of play. Duggan. Morgan beaten mid-air by Baines. Now Patel. Oh, out-tricked himself there, Rian Patel. Fancy footwork takes it over the line under pressure from Sam McGeary. Now Chesterton crowded out and caught on the toe, I believe. As it's over with Kuchienza. Patel forced back to Baines. And Baines may have to play it out for the throw. In fact, no, he's curled it back in. Swinger from Baines, through ball by Parks, one-on-one Matera, and it's a good job that Matera was offside because Duggan lunged in and took the substitute out. But the flag was raised. Let's just stand on it. Stop United from getting underway as quickly as they would have liked. Duggan. What's Devoyle in space? Devoyle. Long ball cushioned back by the head of Morgan. Narwell out-muscled by Lamar Parks. Now Rian Patel straight off the bench. Cutting on Sam McGeary. Now Bandal. It's Devoyle who comes away with it. Sam McGeary asking too much of Finley Knoll. And it trickles over the line. As the ball trickles over, precious seconds tick away for Coventry United. Less than 12 minutes to go. Again, it's the final away action of the United Counties League season for Coventry United. The final match takes place at the Butts Park Arena on Wednesday. If you want to join us live and in colour, it's only £8 for adults. £5 for concession, £16 for under 16s. Sorry, £2 for under 16s, I should say. It's a bit much for under 16, isn't it? Great ball by Morgan. Knoll will give chase. He's just a couple of yards behind it. Good thinking from Morgan. And it does force Oadby into a corner here. Can United keep them in that corner as Jesper Kuchienza has the job of getting it away from his own backyard. Kuchienza headed into the midfield by Charlie Morgan. Devoyle could have got there first, but has left it to Lamar Parks. Matera turns O'Boyle. O'Boyle trying any means necessary to keep him from making the run, but it's now with Parks. Ball behind is collected by Morgan. Devoyle spots Platts on the left. Here is Mason Platts. Platts lofted ball, across the Finley Knoll, might keep it in, has done, but it's snatched away at the crucial moment by Jesper Katienza. Here's Katienza again. Because before Senwagiri could do anything about it, Devoyle straight into the path of Bruce. Patel, just to seal it for Oadby. Matera makes it free. From point blank range, he swipes it past Duggan. And the 3 points are staying in Leicester. From defence to attack in a matter of seconds. Matera drilling it past Duggan, who has been in inspired form but hasn't been able to keep Oadby out all by himself. The home side will reign supreme tonight. GNG Oadby Town 3, Coventry United 1. Nine minutes to play. It will take an almighty comeback from Coventry United. We've seen bigger things from the Red and Greens, but have they got it tonight? I'm not so sure. Here's the throw from Knoll. Chest control by Platts. Forced into the corner. First time ball by Knoll. A diving header away by Baines. And as far as Knoll, Devoyle was going to strike one charge down. Was up there for the seconds. We're trying to keep Coventry United at bay and not allow them in to try and initiate a comeback. They know what United can do in the latter stages. They had hoped that they wouldn't need a late comeback tonight, but if they're going to get a share of the spoils, they need 2 late goals again, just like the game at Histon last weekend. Parks. Blocked by Narwell, through to Platts. First time flick on and blasted out by Tyrell Francis. Now they're going to slow things down. They want the best possible chance from this throw. The throw is to Platts. Square to Devoyle. Slightly under hit to Assad Senwagiri. Oh, what a goal though! Oh, so much for the commentator. Senwagiri did get there, stuck his laces through it, and caught the goalkeeper completely unawares. Assad Senwagiri's first ever Coventry United goal couldn't come at a more crucial time. Come back on? You bet. A forceful challenge by Charlie Morgan on Bandel. Just look at what that goal has done to Coventry United. It's like a completely different team. Devoyle, Senwagiri couldn't quite bring it to feet the first time. That's another square for Finley Knoll with the clearances made. Miles barged over mid-air by Lamar Parks. Free kick just into Oadby territory for the Red and Greens. Narwell takes short to Devoyle. Finley Knoll, overlap being made by Senwagiri, but he cuts into the middle. Devoyle. Senwagiri slides inside it towards the net this time. Gajagura dives onto it. 6 minutes to go. GNG Oadby Town 3, Coventry United 2. Senwagiri receives from the goalkeeper's kick. Kick going straight out. Senwagiri back with Duggan. And Adam Miles urged to get up the field. Duggan. This kick going back where it came from by Baines. Cushioned by Duggan, by Devoyle. Swain finds Morgan in plenty of space. Adam Miles turns and shoots, blocked, but finds Mason Platt. Quick reflexes by Kojikora to stop Mason Platt from equalising. It would have been a slightly earlier end to a late comeback for Coventry United. We're still in the 84th minute. Lamar Parks, Oadby looking to finish United with a fourth goal. Francis, being held up on the right-hand side. The ball battling for it with Tyrell Francis. Matera dispossessed. Long ball up towards Mason Platt, with Baines who gets his head on it. Volleyed away by Bruce. Senwagiri spots Finley Knoll, it's Kushenga. Bruce brought down by Patel. He claimed he was struggling with his fitness earlier in the game. He's only come on as a substitute about 15 minutes ago. He's only got some pace on him there, but he's just from behind by Knoll. Baines could be forced into trying to clear. It's a poor clearance. Knoll to Platts. Blocked off by Jay Bruce. Platts being criticised by his teammates. Platts saying, what else would you want me to do? Callum Swain. Back by Bandel. What a game this has been. And the flag is up against Adam Mars, just as he looked to be one-on-one with Kuchikura. And the referee is having word one of the Oadby players, just making sure he's okay. There have been plenty of goals at Ellen Road as well. Leeds 1, Liverpool 5 in the Monday Night Football. Parks. And a crucial block made by Charlie Morgan. Curls it to the right. Adam Mars will try and get there, but it's going to roll into touch for the goal kick. 3 minutes to go here at the Riverside ground. United are in with a chance. They always are at this late stage. Away. And across by Morgan. Mason Platts. Hello, Boyle. Platts. Flicked up by Morgan. Can he bring it down? It's Bruce's header. Morgan trying to keep it alive. Over a kick by Bandal. Now while dragging onto the arm of Lamar Parks. Referee's given the advantage. He looked offside there against Bolter, but a crucial slide in by Swain. Duggan tried to clear Bolter. Got a touch on it, but United have got a man down. Callum Swain is down. And it's a wayward effort by Lamar Parks. United are going to have a break in play here to make sure that Swain is okay. Assad Senwagiri's goal has put Coventry United back in with an opportunity. It looked like the pass from Devoyle wasn't quite what Senwagiri needed. It was a brilliant hit. Pinpoint accuracy from the young right back. I don't think this game is over yet by a long shot. Oadby will want you to think the same. If they get goal number 4 here, they surely are over the line. Bruce. It's a holding midfield now with Bandal. It's between Patel and Kusenga. Kuchenza. Launch it in towards that far post. And straight out for the goal kick. Another match ball is going to be required. We've got 1 minute of normal time to go. I'd say no more than 2 minutes of stoppages. There haven't been nearly as many injuries as in the first half. United are still in the race, just. They need something special at this late stage. If you want a club to pull out another rabbit out of the hat when they've already pulled out a whole hutch, United are your team. United with The throw-in charged down by Adam Miles there. Brilliant work. O'Boyle with ball in hand. Everyone getting back for Oadby. Everyone getting up for United. Flicked on to Platts. Chance for the cross. And it's come to Finley Knoll. Nathan Platts is going to hit it. Charged down. Back to Knoll. Flicked up. Senwagiri urged to shoot. Was back to goal. Stabbed it across. Riley Devoyle. Curling in by Devoyle, and a crucial defensive header by Baines out for the corner. I don't think it's quite time for Duggan to come up just yet. But he's heading towards the centre circle. Devoyle is going to leave it for Rory O'Boyle. Devoyle. And it goes, oh, it's headed wide! United want a corner. Rory O'Boyle's corner. He was headed towards the net by Adam Miles. United felt it took a touch on the way through, but the corner won't be given as the first added minute comes to an end. Fobbed away by Richmond. And United have got the free kick there as Rory O'Boyle. Outstretched leg was caught. And Duggan is given the go-ahead to get up there. Will he have his own Peter Schmeichel or Allison moment? O'Boyle will take. Plenty of height on it towards Adam Miles. Nodded away by Baines. The second's collected by Narwell. Duggan is tracking back. Callum Swain high into the box. Miles nodded across to the right. And Morgan caught. But it is a throw-in. Kuchienza playing it out. Is Duggan going to head up again? And now the Oadby man has gone down. Bolter claiming he needs some help. I think we all know what sort of tactic this is. I'd say, you know, I wouldn't use the same one if they're in Oadby's position. There is a stoppage in play. Blake Bolter is going to need some help. Devoyle trying to speed up the process there. There is going to be not a lengthy stoppage, but certainly not a short one. But United will have one more chance. If anything, it allows the Red and Greens to crowd the box even more. Plenty of movement in and around that penalty area from Coventry United. Swain wants the throw, and he's going to get it. He's got a good long throw on him. Well, United thought they were playing. And now Bolter's getting off the field a little quicker. Now injuries seem to clear up pretty sharpish, but he's going to be leaving the field. A cheeky smile from Bolter. And he has been taken off. Job done. And Rick Veer-Gill's going to come on for the last 30 seconds. Swain to launch it in. Last chance for United. Can they do it again? It's returned to Swain. He looked for Morgan. Oh, and they're looking for Harry Chesterton, but now Matera racing towards an empty net. Looking to beat Chesterton for pace. Crucial lunge in. And to the detriment of Rory O'Boyle, who's hurt himself in the process, it's launched out by the United man in the midfield. But United find themselves at the wrong end of the park with time against them. And the throw to be taken by Kuchienza. Throws it right into the corner. Straight out for the goal kick. Could there be one last attack? Duggan finds Devoyle. Curls it into the midfield. Charlie Morgan heads on. Noble chase. Sent back right came from by Kuchienza. Rory O'Boyle. Now Riley Devoyle. Avoids the slide chance, switches the play. Miles nods it on. Senwagiri headed away by Patel. Back here by Francis, only as far as the United man. Senwagiri's in there, and they will have time for the corner. Well, there's no doubt Duggan's coming up for this one. It's like having a gloved Peter Crouch in the penalty area. Launched in. It's towards Morgan. Headed out. Swung towards net by O'Boyle. Cheston has a go. Senwagiri's in there. United have got to stay onside. Miles didn't have the power on the header. It's brought down by the Oadby goalkeeper, and the home side have wrapped up the 3 points, but only just. The second half ended in much more dramatic fashion than we've seen during the vast majority of the second half. The 2 goals from Oadby after the break completed the turnaround, including an absolute perler from Cayman Bandal, which was rivaled by that of Assad Senwagiri, which brought the Red and Greens back into it. But Coventry United unable to complete the turnaround tonight. Final score at the Riverside Ground, GNG Oadby Town 3, Coventry United 2.